Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Today I will be reacting to some of the most viral TikToks from one single account, and it is the hashtag what do you do for a living TikToks. I've been wanting to do this for a while. If you guys don't know the story, this guy blew up on TikTok, and to date he's only released about 20 videos. I'm looking at his profile now. 20 videos, each maybe 15 to 60 seconds each. And I remember because I was early on in this train. In the first few videos, he already racked up 1 million followers just off 4 or 5 videos. And what he does is he goes up to people with luxury cars and he asks them, what do you do for a living? He must live somewhere where there's a lot of rich people or dealerships or country clubs or something. But it just is so simple yet so informative in some ways. So I've been wanting to react to this for a while and post it on YouTube because I think some of the best content on the web for the last 6 or 7 months has been on TikTok. So it is incredible. And you know, I'm sure you've thought of this. I've thought of this and done this myself, just never posted it online. But have you ever considered seeing someone who is driving a really expensive car and ask him, what do you do for a living? So you could learn about that person, improve your own financial sense, your personal finance sense, your wisdom, and then maybe have that car yourself one day. So I'm really excited. I've watched about a quarter of these. Back when he first came out, I watched a bunch, and now he's just blown up. How many followers? He has 3.4 million followers now. There's been articles written about him, and the craziest part is, like, after like his 5th or 6th video, now he's on to like his 28th video, but almost every one of these videos, like at least one person he asks interrupts and says, I seen you on TikTok. So that's crazy how viral a TikTok can really get and how fast it can almost impact everyone across the globe. Some of his TikToks have like 30 million followers. So let's just get right to it. I'm going to do a little countdown so I can sync this video with my phone's recording. I am so excited. So counting down in 3, 2, 1. Video synced with my phone recording. So we're going to get started here, and I'm going to have some comments as well, because let's just be frank, some of the time I wonder if these are, like, some of these people are drug dealers. Like, it's crazy. Like this guy Daniel Mack, very innovative idea, and let's just get started on the first ever video he published. 25 million views.
Hey man, what do you do for a living?
I sell drugs.
Sell drugs?
Hell yeah.
Love to see it.
Love to see it.
And what do you do for a living?
Private equity.
Private equity.
Private
that
equity?
one makes sense.
Thank you. What do you do for a living?
I have 6 companies.
6 companies?
Yes.
What kind of field?
Software development for Fortune 500 companies and government agencies, to real estate title extraction for national title firms.
I believe
Wow.
this guy.
Congrats.
Indian, you know, very smart.
Hey man, what do you do for a living?
And that's the whole video. That's like, so that was his start, his very first one. They get more defined and varied as time goes on, because he just starts asking more people and gets more good at this. And people start giving him stuff because they recognize him, they want to inspire him. The first guy selling drugs, it's one of those things where, as you'll see in later videos, some of them are making it a joke, and they say that only as a joke, not in reality. But sometimes, like with this guy, I'm like, I really hope it's not true, but it could be true. He could be doing something illegal to make that money, which I do not support. Anyhow, moving on to number 2.
Hey man, what do you do for a living?
I don't like that car.
I'm retired. Retired? Retired, alright. I'm retired. Hey man, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer?
I believe that.
Awesome,
I believe that
thank
one.
you.
Oh,
Yeah, what do you...
tequila business.
Tequila business?
That car doesn't
Thank you.
look that
Appreciate it.
expensive, but I bet it is.
Private equity?
It's private
Thank you. Appreciate
equity
it.
people. They're always loaded. But
Hey man, what do you do for a...
Jesus, scared the shit out of me.
What do you do for a living?
Flip houses, bro.
Yeah. Hey man,
See,
what
I
do you-
believe these guys for the most part. As we'll progress, some of them are just get very kind of, I guess, suspicious. So they don't tell you what they do. But that begs the question, like, why are you so suspicious? Are you doing something illegal? So maybe they are. You know, some of them get there every which way. I think it's really kind of interesting because you get the actual truth, actual data from some of these people with, you know, because clearly they can afford these cars. The guy who said he was retired, you know, that's one of the people who you can tell he's suspicious. So let's move on to video number 3. As you can tell, they're so short. That one got 13 million. This one got 40 million views. Maybe his most viewed. Porsche.
Hey man, what do you do for a living?
He just flabbergasted.
Nothing? Okay. Investments?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
Or something. So, you know, as you can see, some of these people are hesitant to say what they do, or maybe even a bit embarrassed because they didn't earn it themselves. I believe that woman did marry into it, and that is a strategy, you know, that is a strategy that could potentially work. It's not an easy strategy by any means. So I don't really, I can't really knock her for that. You know, I could also understand why someone might be embarrassed because maybe they didn't earn it, or maybe they're just kind of scared, like, what the heck this kid's doing. Honestly, I tried to do the same thing and film a TikTok on it a couple months ago, and I asked the question and everything, and I just felt so bad, so I didn't pull out my phone because it's kind of disrespectful, you know. The way he kind of sneaks up on them and then just throws on the phone and says, "What do you do for a living?" Like it's kind of like surprising. Like that guy was clearly shocked and disrespectful. So like the other day I saw someone. A woman driving a sports car Tesla, not the regular. So that was kind of rare. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I was like, have some social tact. You know, it would just be so disrespectful, just kind of recording without her permission and just surprising her. So I asked her without using my phone. I don't know how he does it, how he gets away with it. Maybe he doesn't care, or, you know, now he has that reputation. So, you know, people are starstruck, but I couldn't do it. It wasn't socially intelligent. I asked her, and she told me that her husband likes fancy cars. That's about it. She didn't explain what her husband did, but yeah, that was it. Number 4.
Why? I run a TikTok where I ask people in nice cars what they do for a living.
I'm a rich father-in-law.
Rich father-in-law? Awesome. Appreciate it.
I believe that. He's honest.
I smuggle drugs across the border.
Okay. Smuggle drugs. Okay.
I honestly believe her.
What do you do for a living? A lawyer? A lawyer?
She probably does
it,
like
Thank
do
you.
something illegal.
Okay, I have a home health agency that specializes in orthopedics.
Awesome. Home health orthopedics.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Excuse me. What do you do for a living?
Watch dealer.
Watch dealer? Nice car, man. Appreciate it.
Up the timepiece gentleman on Instagram.
Timepiece gentleman?
Gentleman on
Okay.
Instagram.
Thank you. Hey, man. What do you do for a living?
He's the valet.
Why?
Yeah, so I like that this guy actually asked, you know, rather than just getting really shady or like lying about it. You know, that's another strategy. Many immigrant parents or just regular parents have their child get rich or have their child marry someone who's rich. So I believe that at the same time, like, I want to earn it myself, you know. I just feel, and maybe it's me reflecting onto them, I'm like, if you didn't earn it, then is it really yours? I mean, I feel like they're kind of embarrassed about it because they didn't earn it. They had their daughter or son's husband or spouse marry into it, whatever. I mean, money's money, right? If you can afford that car. And the second girl, lady, I really think she might have smuggled. She might actually, like, her husband probably does smuggle illegal drugs. You never know. And she's probably just saying it because, like, she needs to release it and get it out at some point. And she didn't think, you know, telling some kid would do her any harm. That's not definable evidence that the drug administration can use. Let's go to number 5. This is the part where some of the rich people start giving him gifts because they're inspired by him asking.
A couple days ago, I filmed a viral video where I asked a random stranger,
Excuse me. What do you do for a living?
Watch the
you guys flooded his Instagram, so he reached out to me wanting to meet up and give me a gift.
That's good marketing on his part. Why is no one wearing face masks? It's just ridiculous. This is October 2020. Everyone high-fiving and handshaking with no face masks.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me, bro?
Popular version right now. It's a 41mm white gold fluted bezel on a GHIBLI bracelet. With a blue
Someone
top.
tell me in the comments how much that is worth on eBay. So, you know, smart move on his part. You know, he probably saw it as a opportunity to do some TikTok marketing. At the same time, I'm thinking he also just found himself inspired by the kid asking that. So he got a free Rolex, probably really expensive. Let me know in the comments if you know how much that's worth. Incredible. At the same time, would you sell that or keep it? I mean, for sentimental reasons, I'd keep it, but at the same time, like, if that's worth 40K, like, I'd rather deploy it to other means. I'm not just going to be having that on my wrist. Someone's going to steal it, you know. Next one, number 6. And at this point, he's already at like 1 million followers. Porsche BOXSTER.
Excuse me. Hi. I'm sorry to scare you.
Keep scaring people.
What do you do for a living?
Finance.
Finance? Professor? Okay. What do you do for a living?
Are you from TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, should I follow you? Roofing and real estate.
Wow,
Real estate?
Ferrari
Oh yeah,
Spider.
man, I love the car.
You can
Thanks,
make
bro.
it in real
Hey,
estate.
man.
And I don't even know if they're really contributing to the world in a positive way. They're just acquiring companies, finding which ones to invest in that are private, and then holding them, and then charging massive fees for their investing work. While you probably make a lot of money in finance, the passion side for me is what's missing. But still, I mean, is it worth getting a Ferrari, a Spider? Like, a lot of these cars are incredible. That second lady, or the first lady, she was clearly very threatened. And I don't think this kid could tell. I don't think Daniel can tell. But like, when you're thrusting a camera in their face and you're asking these questions, they're assuming that you have something against them, or like you're trying to dig up dirt on them. And so she was asking in a very defensive way. The others, you know, just based off how he came across, maybe that was just pure chance, or the fact that their cars were more loud. I felt that they weren't as threatened, and so they were just like, okay, this is what I do for a living. Let's move on to the next one. And just to show you, like, you can make it in roofing. Like, it doesn't have to be finance. Some of these guys, you know, and they're already recognizing him. So that was the, I believe that was the 7th video.
Excuse me, man.
No, that was the
Excuse
6th. This is the 7th video he
Excuse
ever
me, man.
published.
What do you do for a
Ferrari,
living?
California.
Oh, pretty much real estate.
Real estate?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Sick car. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, man.
What do you do for a living?
Just try to live my life.
Just try to live
his
your life. Okay, man. I appreciate it.
Some of these people are clearly being evasive. They're not just living their life. They just don't want to tell him what occupation he does. And so I would recommend, and if I were to duplicate this, which I might, I would recommend, you know, leading more friendly rather than shoving the camera in your face and just asking that personal question. Maybe start with the nice car rather than something, have it come off afterwards. Regardless, I think he's done pretty well. He's not scared about it, and it's working.
What do you do for a living?
Still.
Steel? Okay.
Over only 500
What do you do
Bugatti
for a living?
Chirons made.
Software?
McLaren.
Computer?
I believe
awesome,
that.
man. Love the car.
McLaren.
What do you do for a living?
I've seen your video.
He's seen his
seen it?
videos too.
See ya.
3.2 million Bugatti. That's probably the richest guy who's been on these videos. I think, did he say real estate tycoon? I feel like he didn't. He just said take it easy. I don't know if he was being evasive, but the caption says real estate tycoon. So maybe he mentioned it afterwards or shouted it backwards. Okay, man, this is fun. And we're only 7 videos in. And then we have a few more to go through. So I might split this up into 2 videos because this is just too fun. And I got to... Let's do one more. Let's do one more. And then if you want to see the second one, watch my next video. This one's getting too long anyways. I want to watch these all. These are hilarious. They're so informative too.
Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
Drug dealer.
Another
Drug dealer? Okay, another drug dealer.
I think he's lying. He's not a
Man,
drug dealer.
love the car. What do you do for a living?
Apps.
Apps?
Yeah.
Okay. Me?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
We were just talking about you.
Oh, for real?
Jeez, another person.
That is hilarious.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Chanel.
Chanel?
Uh-huh.
Okay, awesome.
Maserati.
I like the car.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Excuse me. What do you do for a living?
That Maserati didn't look that expensive. He's lying. See, clearly people lie.
Got lucky with some investing? Appreciate
That guy
it.
won't even close down his window.
You need to get into aviation.
Aviation? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Some of them are just very straightforward.
What do you
and
do for a
honest.
living?
A dog,
Yeah.
heart surgeon, that makes
Heart
sense.
surgeon? Awesome. Excuse me,
So I'll cut it there, but it's just to show you the diversity. I mean, you got heart surgeons, you got roofing repair, you have people who are in fintech, who are lawyers, attorneys. Some of them sell drugs. Maybe. Some may be lying. Some may be telling the truth about that. So, you know, clearly there's some patterns. There's doctors, there's entrepreneurs, there's people who own many companies. But you can kind of see, you know, some of them are ballers. Others are just not going to be honest. Like some of them straight up did not tell him or just said, I live for a living or something like that. Just a BS answer to get him out of the way. But despite all that, it's working. Like, as long as he's not offended. Like, I would feel offended and hurt when, like, people lash back out at me or be so defensive. So, I don't know if this is something I would do. But, like, if I was in his shoes and I'm clearly having a lot of fun and not feeling any backlash personally, I would keep doing it. And he has, but, you know, it's insane. This is someone who's found something that's high quality, duplicatable, and he's going to keep doing it until the end of time and racking up tons and tons of views. I mean, the amount of people who have already recognized him when we're only 8 videos in is insane. You know, within less than 8, like by the 4th or 5th video mark, people all across the nation were recognizing him. And that just shows you the power of social media, of marketing, of TikTok. And, you know, it's incredible. It's incredible. And it's also very informative. Would I use this stuff as a guide to maybe deciding what I want to do? A little bit. But I wouldn't just chase the money, because if you're not passionate about what you do, or you try and convince yourself you're passionate, it could backfire. On the flip side, you know, this data isn't as accurate as one of those like cross-sectional studies of 10,000 millionaires. No, that data is just more objective, informative, and truthful. This is more anecdotal and fun. But man, is it fun. I can't wait to do some React TikToks. There's a lot more categories that are just hilarious on TikTok that I want to do. I've had this idea for a while. So stay tuned, subscribe, and leave your requests in the comments. I want to do Chinese streetwear TikTok reactions in the future, as well as a few other themes. TikTok is just crazy right now. And on top of that, I also want to do a part 2 on this, because I haven't finished watching all of Daniel Mack's videos. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for part 2, subscribe. And man, there's some really entertaining parts of TikTok. So see you later.